What a win, another one, boys.
Jack Diggs, hi, what a great start to the season. What do you put your form down to?
Well, it's just a lot of hard work and buckets of Brindavir Halushki that I give the boys before the games.
Oh, actually, there's been some reports of explosive diarrhoea. Can you comment on that, please?
I've said in numerous interviews that I'm not going to be talking about that anymore. Can we not bring that up, please?
It seems that your printer ran out of ink while doing the sponsors.
Is this a hit piece or an interview? We're top of the league, baby. Who cares about that? Welcome back to Slovakia. And yes, you did hear me right. We are top of the league. We have 25 points from 9 played, and we've only dropped 2 points against second place Jelena, where we drew 1-1. In that game, they missed a penalty, and Filip Malisic, who's been an absolute revelation, got this goal in the 85th minute. Horvath got into the penalty area, got forced out wide, swiveled, found Malisic, who smashed it into the back of the net, who managed to keep us unbeaten. Here's a look at the fixtures. We have been absolutely dominating some teams. A 5-0 win against Zeppelin in the last episode was followed by a 5-0 win against Kamano and then a 6-0 win in the Cup. We just beat Zlate Morovic 4-1 in the league as well, so we're just scoring for fun. We haven't made many signings since the end of the last episode. We're still sitting at 600 to 1, 11th in the predicted table, but for some reason we are brilliant. We've brought in a new keeper to sit on the bench, Thomas Degana. He was playing in the Czech leagues and he's on loan to us. We have an optional future fee agreed with him, but I probably won't take it. And we had to get him in because Hedina was kicking up a fuss because he wasn't getting game time because he's absolutely dog water. So he's gone to play for Larne for some reason. Bit of a strange career move, and then they put him straight on the loan list. So they obviously don't think much of him either. Malisic this season has just gone from strength to strength. He had a very good season last season, but this season in his box-to-box midfield role in the 4-3-3 that we play, he's got 6 goals in the league and 2 in friendlies. He's got 6 goals in the league out of his 9 starts and 1 assist. He's being all over the pitch, winning the ball back and getting us into dangerous positions. Slovan Bratislava, the supposed best team in Slovakia, all the way down in 7th with 12 points. We've got more than double their points, but we play them today in what is currently our biggest test of the season. Horvath is injured, he would be playing, but he's out for 6 weeks, so he's going to come off for Baragi. Malisic is going to come into the Mazzala role. Baraji's going to be the box-to-box midfielder, and this is going to be the starting lineup for the game against Slovan Bratislava away from home. We've got Evans in goal, Kozlovsky, Miklajevski, Sterba and Kostrana as the defence, Zaradnik behind Baragi and Malisic, who are behind Odua, Klubs and Sifnios as the front 3. Sifnios, as suspected, looking at his attributes, he looked like he was one of those players that has a low star rating but is actually brilliant. He's got 11 goals in his 8 appearances so far this season. Dikos has been keeping Odua out of the team because Odua got injured, so Dikos came in for him, but he's been really good. But recently he's fallen off the boiler a little bit, so Odua's back in for this one. And Chauvin has been fantastic as well, the other striker that we have. He's got 5 goals in 2 games. So Sifnios really needs to keep scoring, otherwise Chauvin's going to come in for him. I have to show you this goal away in our 3-0 away win. Dikos had the ball on the left, jinked inside and shot, hit the underside of the bar and it went in. And that was the reason why I kept him in for so long, because I was so impressed with that goal. But let's get into it. This is our chance to exact revenge against Slovan Bratislava. They've picked up form by the looks of it. They must have been absolutely abysmal for the first few games of the season. We're in equally good form. Slovan Bratislava will be playing in the Champions League qualifiers this time of year, I'd imagine. Maybe even in the league stage. Let's have a quick look at that before we get into the game. They're in the Conference League phase at the moment, and they're down in 15th. They've only played 1 game and they've won 1. So they're doing fairly well in that competition so far. We are in our black and red striped kits, and they are in their all blue kits with dark blue sleeves. 7th minute, and Slovan Bratislava have a throw-in on the right. They play it short and then back to the thrower, who crosses. Oh, what a great cross that was. On to the head of Serdez, their striker, and we go 1-0 down within the first 10 minutes. Not the start I had in mind. Corner now, Kozlovsky on the right, whipping it in with his left foot, finds Sifnios, who heads and equalises less than 5 minutes later. The big Dutch striker making himself cemented in the team as the rain pours down on a Slovakian evening. They have another throw on the left now on the 13th minute. They play it short and back to the defence. Up to the midfield now, and they're working it with short passes up to the strikers, but it's cut out by Miklajevski, and his tackle goes as far as the Slovan Bratislava midfield. They're into the penalty area, shoot, but it goes wide. Corner for them now on the left, whipping it in with a right footer as far as Miklajevski's head. They're on the edge of the penalty area now, and they're playing it back out to the left, into the penalty area, into the 6-yard box. Kostrana tries to clear, but only as far as Zaradnik's back. It bounces off Zaradnik, and the Slovan Bratislava player capitalises on the loose ball and makes it 2-1. And Slovan Bratislava on the attack again. It's not what we want to see. It's been a bit of a end-to-end game so far, this game. They're working it around our penalty area, but we're getting men behind the ball. They shoot from a mile out, and Evans is able to get down to keep it at bay. The defenders try to find a duo, but it's cut out by Slovan Bratislava's heads, and they win the ball back again. It seems like Slovan Bratislava have had enough of us at the top of the league, and they're gunning for us now. They have it with their striker, and they're playing it around in the midfield. They spray it out to the left. Serdez, their winger, plays it inside to Litchi, and Serdez is in the penalty area again now, and he should have done better. He was through one-on-one. Evans was quivering in his boots, but he puts it wide of the post. Half time then, 2-1. Our XG is less, our possession is less, but our performances overall aren't terrible. They are just a better team, I think. It's been a surprise that we've been doing so well this season. The assistant manager recommends I'm saying we're going to be unlucky, you've done nothing wrong. But I'm going to say something a bit more harsh and say we're in a position that we deserve to be, and the numbers prove that. And the boys are fired up. I'm going to take Klups off at half time for Olejnik, and hopefully that'll inspire the boys to attack a bit more in the second half, because Klups didn't play very well that first half. 52nd minute, Kostrana with a throw, short to Baraji, who whips into the penalty area. Adua's there, but it's cut out before he can head it. Kozlovsky picks the ball up and runs down to the left into the penalty area to Malasek. Malasek shoots, and a reaction save from the Slovan Bratislava keeper keeps it out. I think we're going to play a short corner here, are we? Kozlovsky on the ball, plays it short to Adua. Adua whips in with his right foot to as far as Miklajevski, and he hits over. 2 quick chances there on the second half. Those 2 chances have seen our XG go slightly above Slovan Bratislava, but it's pretty even. Our possession's still lagging behind theirs a little bit. The match momentum is definitely picking up in our favour. I don't really want to make any changes because I want to keep that momentum going. But they have a free kick on the 75th minute. They whip it in, but it goes miles over. I'm going to change to attacking in hopes that we can get back into this game. And we have a chance on the left. Malasek tries to find a duo, but he can't. And we are trying to win the ball back now by pressing their defenders. They work it around us though into the midfield. It's 3-on-6 at the moment. Out wide to Sego, and inside again to their strikers. He must be offside, surely. He puts it in the back of the net, but it is offside. Right, 80 minutes on the clock, and I think we're going to have to make some sort of tactical tweaks. We're going to push up higher, we're going to press more, and we're going to play a bit more direct. And we're going to play a little bit wider, I think, as well. We're going to encourage the boys, and hopefully that'll do something. I think I am going to make some substitutions in the end, and maybe some very attacking ones. I think we're going to put Dikos on for Zaradnik, who's going to come into a new attacking midfield role as a shadow striker. We're going to keep the Mazzala, but we're going to change him to a supporting Mazzala. Baraji's going to stay as a midfielder, but change to a ball-winning midfielder. Kozlovsky's going to turn into a wing-back, as is Kostrana. We're going to bring Sifnios off for the new boy Shofan, who's been very good once he's come into games. And we're going to leave it there for now. I'd like to have another winger, but we don't have one on the bench at the moment. 5 minutes to go then. Last chance saloon. We're getting into added time now, so I'm going to go very attacking, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. I think Slovan Bratislava have just got us here at home in the capital. It ends 2-1. A shame, but we had a good performance against one of the best teams, if not the best team in Slovakia, unless that is us. Not a bad showing at all, but I'm going to say I didn't like what I've seen from this team. I think I had an option there to say that we'll be in for training for tomorrow, but even I think that's a bit harsh. So we're just going to say disappointed. No longer undefeated, but still top of the table, clear by 4 points. Not the end of the world. Here we are for the second game of the episode against DAC. I didn't feel the need to make any changes from the last game. It's important to make full use of our home advantage, so let's go out there and get a result. DAC is supposedly the second best team in Slovakia. They're down in 4th at the moment, so they are quite high up in the table. But hopefully we can beat them today. The yellows against the black and reds. Let's get into it. Just before the 10th minute, and we have a goal kick, or they have a goal kick, sorry. And hopefully we can win this header and go up the field in attack. We do. Baraji picks it up in the midfield, plays it to Sifnios. Sifnios finds Clubs in the penalty area, shoots. Oh, and they save it. He was in one-on-one. It was a decent attempt, but a good save from their keeper. And another corner, Kostrana with an in-swinger. Finds Mikolajewski, who hits the crossbar, and the resulting rebound was almost put in by him, but it just gets blocked. Kostrana with a throw just on the halfway line. Plays it back to Sterber. Sterber gets his head up and finds Zaradnik. Zaradnik, the little Slovakian young Perlo, plays back to Mikolajewski, out to Kozlovski. Kozlovski into their half. Driving forward, finds Adua. Adua takes the ball back a little bit. I want you to go the other way, mate. It goes out wide. He's going to try and cut inside. He finds Kozlovski, and Kozlovski's into the penalty area. He shoots, and it's pushed onto the bar. What a good save again. Interestingly, Sifnios on a 7.6, even though he hasn't scored. We have another corner on the right. Kozlovski whips it in. Can't find Mikolajewski. It goes out wide to Sterber. Sterber trying to rebuild the attack. Finds Kozlovski on the right, who plays it at Clubs, but the keeper catches this one from a wicked shot from Clubs. Great goalkeeper this guy is. Half time then, we're all over them, but we've got nothing to show for it. We've got a 1.91 XG to a 0.16. Half time team talk. I'm going to say I am not happy because we're not winning. I'm going to throw my toys out the pram, encourage the boys for the second half, and hope this match momentum stays white, even though we don't play in white. Kostrana with a throw, plays it short to Baraji. Baraji plays it back to Kostrana. Kostrana gets dispossessed on the wing, but the clearance goes as far as Sterber, who can build up again. Zaradnik has the ball, plays it to Malasek, who's on the edge of the penalty area. He gets crowded out and goes out wide to Kozlovski, up to Adua, and back out to Zaradnik. Baraji in the middle, plays it out right to Kostrana. Kostrana on the edge of the penalty area, plays it into Clubs, and he's done it again. What is this goalkeeper? Oh my word, it's like watching bloody Jens Lehmann or bloody Gordon Banks or Mark Schwartz. 60 minutes on the clock and we're not winning. Clubs has been denied many times. He's on a 6.4. He didn't play well last game either, so he's going to come off for Alezhnik. So hopefully Alezhnik can have a bit more fortune in front of goal. That's the only substitution we're going to make for now. They have a corner and they've got the ball back out wide, but Evans is going to catch this. He does. 66 minutes on the clock and we have a highlight. I was about to go attacking, but we'll see how this pans out first. They have the ball on the middle D, but they play it back out to their defenders and then out wide to their left winger, who cuts all the way inside back to their goalkeeper almost. I'm being a bit exaggeratory there. They play it to their left back and play it back into the midfield. The midfielder gets his head up and finds another midfielder, and they go from the left side of the pitch to the right side of the pitch with a few short passes. We're trying to press to win the ball back in another rainy day in Slovakia, and they have it out on the right. They whip it in and they get ahead, which is so undeserved. It was a great cross, but on the whole game we've deserved to be ahead, so we're going to go attacking. After all, that is a gut punch. I don't really know what to do. I think we're going to stay as we are for now, and the corner comes in from Kozlovski. Found Sifnios. Sifnios equalises. Come on, you beauty! 1-1. No more than we've deserved. Hopefully we can go a bit more and get one up on them. Adua's looking tired, so he's going to come off for Dikos. Mesaros is going to come on. Ferenich is going to come on midfield as well, but he's going to turn into a ball winner instead of a box-to-box. Zaradnik's going to stay on because even though he's tired, but we don't really have a good deep-lying playmaker on the bench, and we're going to call it there for now. I think I might move Chauvin up front for Zaradnik in the dying moments if we still aren't winning. Less than 5 minutes to go then, and we are going to do that change. Chauvin's going to come on for Zaradnik. Chauvin's going to go up front with Sifnios. He's going to turn into an advanced forward. Sifnios is going to be a target forward on attack, and hopefully that will do it. We're going to make it so we distribute the ball quickly, we push up high, we press more, and I'm going to go more direct and encourage more crosses. 5 minutes at a time. Will we get a highlight before the final whistle? No, we won't. Disappointing, but we have been on an absolute all-time tear. We broke records for the amount of wins we've had in succession. It seems that absolute ridiculous form is starting to come to an end with those 5 points dropped in the last 2 games. But all I'm really wanting for this season is to, well, the initial aim was to avoid relegation, but my personal aim is to try and get a European competition qualification, because that would be lovely. I'm not sure when we're going to be back. I'm thinking about Žilina, I'm thinking about a cup run, I'm thinking about the reverse fixture against the 2 teams we played today, but I think that might be a little bit too far in the future. But that depends on the release schedule of FM26, to be honest, so we'll see. You'll find out in the next episode. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Click a video on screen, leave a like on the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now. I miss you already.